What if you were out swimming with the whales, enjoying the beauty of these creatures, when suddenly from below, one of the whales breaches the water with you on top of it? Oh, no. You scramble to get your foot off, but it gets caught in the whale's blowhole. Well, what is a blowhole? Would you get sucked into the whale's lungs? Could you escape? And what effects would happen to the whale? This is What If. And here's what would happen if you were sucked into the whale's blowhole. Crazy scenario, I know, but that's what we do here on What If. So, what if? Well, first we need to find out what exactly a blowhole is. A blowhole is, as the name implies, where the whale breathes. It sucks air in, and you guessed it, it blows at a whopping 482 kilometers per hour, or 300 miles per hour. In comparison, your sneeze is only 160 kilometers per hour, or 100 miles per hour. But what is in the giant puff of air? It's tiny water droplets caused from the warm air inside the whale's body, hitting the cool air outside, just like seeing your breath in the winter. Scientists have also found that 25 microbial species live in the vapor. This has led to the hypothesis that the microbial species may be the key to determining the increase in respiratory illness in whales. Interestingly, the vapor is 90% old air from the whale's last breath. When a human exhales, we expel only 12 to 18% old air. Makes you feel a little wasteful, doesn't it? Since whales are mammals, they don't have gills. So, the blowhole is their only way of breathing. A whale's blowhole isn't small, but it isn't large either. You couldn't fit a whole body in, but your foot could get lodged in. Oops. And that would be a real problem for you and the whale. So, would you be able to get your foot out? There are a few factors to consider. What type of whale is it? Most large whales, except for the sperm whale, sorry buddy, have 2 blowholes. In that case, they could still breathe and maybe try to dive under to get you off. So I hope you can hold your breath. You see, whales can hold their breath between 7 and 30 minutes when not swimming. If it's a Cuvier's beaked whale, then you'd better have some scuba gear on because it holds the record for the longest dive without a breath. 137 minutes. So let's say it's swimming. In that case, you'd only need to hold your breath for about a minute until the whale comes to the surface for its next breath, as they can take 1 or 2 breaths a minute. But now you have a completely different problem on your hands. Remember that 482 kilometers per hour or 32 miles per hour exhale? You're blocking the exhaust, and this cork, you, are about to pop. It would be like getting shot out of a cannon, except you have no protective clothing, unless you count the new flower trunks you just bought from the gift shop. If you don't lose a leg, you would be launched into the air, rolling and tumbling back to the water. Worst singles diving event ever. No points for style here. Okay, so what if it's a whale with a single blowhole? It's going to notice something is stuck when it can't breathe. Think of it like snorkeling. If something blocks your snorkel, you could suffocate. This would be the same problem for the whale. The whale will be wanting you out as much as you want out. Your foot would be suctioned in there by the whale's muscles and fibrous plug, which is basically how it keeps water from entering its lungs. Your best option would be to pull your foot out as fast as you could to prevent any damage to you or the whale. So how do you prevent getting sucked into a whale's blowhole? Simple. Stay away from the top of the whale, especially when it's coming up to breathe. They don't want you around their blowhole as much as you don't want someone sticking their fingers up your nose. How would you get yourself out? Let us know in the comments. Got another crazy what if you'd like to see? Let us know. Maybe something like, what if you were swallowed by a whale? Well, that's a story for another what if.